Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 26, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle for Aries here. All right, so here we have the loving woman and playing it safe. This person is going to be very careful with what they say. Whoever this person is, it's not gender specific, but there's someone around you that is not really keeping it real with you, really. They're not telling you exactly what they really want. They're trying to be very gracious towards you. Spirit wants you to keep that in mind, especially if they're really close to you, like romantically connected to you. Listen to their words and listen deeply, because they're sacrificing their happiness for yours. Not in a it's not a bad thing. Hold on, some cards fell. It's not necessarily a bad thing. This could be a child. Um, Spirit wants you to know that they have a tendency to get along. Okay. um Spirit wants you to give them a lot of grace. They may be going through a really bad ending. Someone may be going through a really bad breakup. Okay, this looks like a really bad one, and they're just trying to mm, they're trying to ignore it or push it to the side. I would say in this instance, very important that you encourage them to be whatever, or say or do. Encourage them to be open, okay? Because this is someone who is, their boundary is, I don't want to upset Aries. It's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? So that much I'm seeing, okay? This, like I say, I'm seeing a child. I'm seeing a bad breakup. I'm seeing someone trying to move forward. I don't know who, however this plays out, this is what's here. Okay, you have strength, page of cups, the devil, and 10 of swords. So someone's holding back and like checking on you, focusing more on other people's happiness other than their own. There's a need in some way. Uh, they're going through something that's hard to go through. It looks like a breakup. But Three of Swords, 10 of Cups, Temperance, and the Sun with this loving woman energy. Now, that's a person who is very hurt and trying to pretend that they're not. Playing it safe is the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands. They're just going through the motions. And I'm seeing that Spirit wants you to know this, that you are encouraging today. You're not just glossing over or ignoring the signs of sadness, of maybe suppression. Don't ignore it. It's very important that you don't. This person may be on the edge. Okay, it's coming off as a child, but it could also be someone who's really young. Like an early, 20s. This could be someone who's older and acts really young. Like you could tell that they're not really fully developed. Like their frontal lobe isn't really developed. The kind of vibe. Be very cautious about this, because they may view expression as ego, and it really is that their ego is involved. And I'm also seeing someone around you that mm, the self-serving part, I'm seeing self-serving like an ego, but I'm also seeing a really strong ego death going on with this person. This person may have been very, very selfish, very self-serving, very egotistical, only focused on what was best for them, and they got really hurt. Like now they're just broken, and they're like overdoing something, just on the other end of like, you need anything, are you okay? They're broken. Spirit wants you to encourage them to speak about their feelings, but to be very graceful with this person. Give them a lot of grace. I'm seeing angel number 7777. That's usually a number of perseverance. It's like a number that encourages one to change their perspective, to have a moment of reflection, and to be enlightened, right? But so there's like a need to change your perspective on anything. So if you already think, you look at this person and you just roll your eyes like, ugh, here this selfish, what goes. Um, it's important that you need to keep going down the road you're going on. Like don't stop the show, but dig deep. If someone's going through something like this, regardless of what type of person they are, this could be bad. They could have lost someone very important. They could have lost their pet. something is going on with the person. You'll know what to do, but you'll know what to say. But you would want to encourage them to, if you could be anything in this world right now, if you could be anywhere, what would that be, or where would that be? And to help them to transform. They're going through a really big change, like a really big change. This could be someone who's going from a extreme self-serving, selfish, uh, egotistical maniac, like a nag, to someone who's extremely like a people pleaser to the core. Peace here, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. So the intention of this person is to be more logical, focus on, like, they're going to be real shallow, surface level with things. It's like their intention is to make peace, right? But it's logically, I'm going to spend my time doing XYZ, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They're not really seeing that their future is the ideal projection of what they're envisioning at this point. They got to think about, what could they do if they could be anything, what could it be? And I would encourage this person to believe in miracles, right? And that they need to have clear intentions. Well, what do you really want to see for yourself at this point? Really drive it home. The honoring path, they think the right thing to do is to get over this hump. Like, if they're going through an argument, a conflict, or they're breaking up with someone, their intention is to get back with that person. But their intentions are going to lead them to sadness. So it almost is to say, if you're surrounded by someone or dealing with someone that is going through a really bad time, like they're losing someone, they're losing something, it's very important that you're encouraging at this time with them. If you have to travel to go see this person, or if you have to travel with them, Spirit's asking you to create a travel talisman, which is like, everywhere you go, you pick up a stone. Like, you see a rock, pick it up. You know what I'm saying? If it catches your eye, a feather, a piece of bark, a shell, and carry it with you in some way. It's like, for some reason, they're telling you to do so with this person. You may need to touch something. Like, and a brown is, of course, a very important color in this. But yeah, this person may feel like the best thing to do is to argue their point, to get their point across. We got to get back together, but it's only going to lead to disappointment and sadness for them. I don't know who this is for you. If this is a romantic interest and you're trying to break up with them, they're not going to go down without a fight. If this is like a friend or a relative or something, they are struggling. Somebody is struggling. Spirit wants you to know that, so that you give them some grace, because you might be inclined to be like, man, get out of my face with all that mess, because something's always wrong with you. They're going through some changes, man. They're going through some changes. Look into your Mars and Uranus placements, because your Mars and Uranus placements will tell you what influence you have in their life. And you'll be able to know exactly what to do, because especially if you see 7777, that's like, oh, you'll know what to do. But change your perspective. Excuse my throat. Change your perspective when dealing with them. Like, look at them from a place of, like, if that were me, I would want to be encouraged in this moment. Yeah. So I don't know. This feels very specific and very personal. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus. We also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, or a Pisces or an Aries, Taurus cusp. We have Taurus, Gemini cusp, Gemini, Cancer cusp, Cancer, Leo cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp, Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, Aquarius, Pisces. So if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.